this is tutorial number 96, and it covers how to insert new rims on an image of a car within SOLIDWORKS. Now, we've already got our rim that is found on the DVD, or we can use any rim that you have in any image. And the image that we're going to use with this Cadillac rim is we're going to use the Cadillac Escalade. And we've already prepped this picture. We put the black on the wheels, so we're ready to go. So let's go to SOLIDWORKS and let's start off. So what we first have to do is create a sheet that we're going to put the image on as a new part, and then we're going to have to make an assembly with the sheet and this rim. So let's go and make the sheet first. Let's click File, click New, click Part, click OK. Now let's sketch out a new sheet. So just make a rectangle and let's dimension it to 2000 by 3000. Click OK and extrude it. Just do 10 mils, it can be 1 mil. Just make sure that it's thin. And we have our sheet that we're going to put our image on. So now take a look at your sheet, and now we're going to add the picture of the car that we made. So make sure that you have a front-on view of it. Use your PhotoWorks. We're going to use a decal, so just throw one on and then browse and find the picture that we're going to use. So we're going to use the Cadillac Escalade here. So open it up and zoom out a bit. And what we're going to do is we're just going to stretch it to make it fit a little nicer. And when you're stretching it, make sure that you're doing it proportionally. So when you're pulling it out, the whole image is opening up and closing in the right aspect ratio. So you don't want to have the car looking really long or really tall or really fat or whatever. So make sure that you're making everything to scale here when you're pulling it out. So just get it to fit in to that picture there and just pull it down to the bottom as much as you can. Leave a little gap at the bottom, that's okay. Click OK and save it as a part file. So I'm going to save it as Caddy. Now make a new assembly, view the origin, and throw in the truck and throw in one of the rims. Now what we're going to have to do here is we're going to kind of have to massage the size of the truck and the picture to the size of the rims. So we're not going to get it the first time off. You're going to have to play around and just play with like the size and the aspect and everything until the rim looks good and it sits in there nice. So we're just going to rotate this rim around. And we're going to move it down to the wheel well. And you can see the rim's too big for the truck right now. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go back to the image and we're going to have to make it bigger so that it can fit this rim. So flip back to it. And let's edit the sketch. So let's make this 3500. And we'll make this 1500. Click OK. And let's edit the decal. So really, we want the length here, so let's keep pulling it out. And now it fits in there pretty nice, so looks good, happy with it. So once you have it to fit in there, let's try it again and see how it looks. And we're just using the move component just so we can get an idea. And it looks like it fits in there pretty nice. Covers the whole black that we made, and it looks pretty good on the truck. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mate the wheel onto the image in the wheel well. The first thing though just go to your PhotoWorks and render just to see if the light's hitting it the right way. You want it to hit this side of the sheet, not the back side. If it's hitting the back side, everything's going to be dark on this side. And right now you can see that it's light, so it looks like everything's hitting the front. And that's what you want. Okay, looks like it's working. So now let's just mate this tire so that it fits into the wheel well. So to start off, let's make a mate here. So click this face, and what we're going to do is we're going to make a distance mate. So what that means is if you look on the side, we're not going to have the whole tire protruding out that much the whole way. We're going to bring it back a bit. So if we do 50, you can see that it goes in some more. So let's put this around 100. Take a look, and it looks good. So it's good there. Now let's try to get this Cadillac symbol straight up. Click OK there, and let's see if we can just rotate this. Until we get the symbol to the top. And then what we're going to do is we're going to mate this face here and the little edge here. We're going to make them parallel. And now we have the Cadillac symbol facing up. Like, it's not always going to be like that, of course, when you're driving and everything, but just so when we take a look at the rims and everything, it's going to look a little nicer. So now let's move that back into position there. And now using those same faces, we can make distance adjustments. So let's do one. So let's click mate, click this face, click the bottom face, and let's do a distance. So we're just doing this so that when we do both sides, we can be consistent. So let's type in 100, see where it goes. Now let's look right onto it and just keep going up until it reaches the position that you like it at. So I'd say it's almost there. Keep going a little bit more. And that's good. It's filling up the wheel well. Nice. Click OK. And now we're going to do another distance mate with this face here and this face here. So do distance again. And let's take a look at it from the front there and just keep going until it fits in the wheel well in the position that you want. And that looks good for me, so I'm happy with it. Actually, we'll put it back just a little bit more. Right there. So now let's insert the second rim. So click insert, same Cadillac rim, throw it in. Just rotate it a little bit. And now let's start making some mates again. So let's mate this face and the back. Make it a distance mate. Make it 100. Click OK. And let's just rotate this rim around so we can get the Cadillac symbol to the top. We'll mate this edge here and the bottom edge. Make them parallel. And now let's click on the old mate that we made before. So let's just take a look at the distance. that we had for this wheel here from the bottom, and it was 430. So it might not be the right distance for the back tire exactly because of the picture and everything, but to be consistent on both ends, let's just try to insert that 430 and just see what it looks like and see if it may or may not work for us. So type in the 430, flip the direction there, and click OK. Let's just move it more over to the middle there, and it looks pretty good. Looks like it's going to work, so we'll keep that there. And now let's just do one more mate for the edge here. So click the interface there, and click this face here, and make another distance mate. Start out at 600. And just keep going like the other one until it fits in the right position for you. Now with all this, it's not too precise, even with the car image and everything. It's up to you to massage it and just make it your own. Make it look how you want it and make it your feel. So let's zoom in, and now we can see. Click OK. Let's hide everything, hide all types. So now we got the rims on our truck that we've made. So let's give it a little rendering and see what it looks like. So zoom in a bit, and let's render it. Now again, with the lighting and everything, it's up to you. You're gonna have to play around with it to get the best effect and to get exactly what you want out of the image. Now, it's a little too bright right now for it, but you can get the idea that we put the rims in, the rims are there, and we can get a good idea of, say these were a prototype rim or a rim that we wanted to put on our own truck. We can see what it's going to look like, how the stance is going to look, and if we'll like it ourselves. So really, if you have a car at home, you can take a side profile picture like this, paint in the wheel wells, find whatever kind of rim it is that you want, that you're looking for, mock it up in here, and just throw it in. And that concludes our tutorial on how to insert new rims on a picture of a car within SOLIDWORKS.